Right, let's give them a bit of loving. Some bin bags. Just doing that really because I don't want to soak the inside of the boot, and because we're going to give them a bit of a remove your bags. Don't want it too hot, just a little bit mild. A bit mild, a little bit warm. Warm and mild. All we're just going to do is just going to give a just a gentle wash over, just with an old nail brush really. Not going to go too mad. Just going to go around the boot as best we can to get anything that's left. The sole's not too bothered, not too worried about the sole, but the leather of the boot we want to get as clean as we can. Happy days. There's one. Got to let them dry out now. There's a little bit of crap on the sole. Just try and get this out. Yep, happy days. Same with the other one. That's not too bad. Personal thoughts are, as if you've spent money on them, then why not look after them? I mean, I don't look at these as boots anymore. I look at these as an investment. And hopefully I want to get a good few years out of them. That's the plan. So to give them a bit of loving during the winter season when we've you know, got not much to do, is you know, going to help them out, I think. Yeah. Happy days. Right. The cleaning process started. So they're clean as we can get them. We'll let them dry off now. Probably give them another wipe over maybe. And then we'll start giving them a bit of loving. Okay. We are back to giving these boots a little bit of loving. And next step is going to be applying some wax, and we are going to be using this Granger's G Wax Natural Beeswax Traditional Protection. Not sponsored by these guys, but just in case, you know, you never know. Granger's G-Wax with natural beeswax for all your leather boot needs. So yeah, I've had that near a radiator just to soften it up a little bit. I don't know if it's going to make any difference, but that's what we're going to do. So we're literally going to give it, oh, it has made it nice and soft. So we're just going to do one and see how it turns out. So these boots, I'll be honest with you, before I bought these boots, I was going through two or three trainers or walking boots a season because they just weren't lasting. I was spending between £20 and £40 on a pair of trainers or walking boots, and yeah, I mean trainers just don't last. As far as I can see, as far as I'm concerned, they don't last 2 minutes. And yeah, I've seen a video from Nathan Lewis, and basically said he'd got 10 years out of a set of boots, and I thought, bloody hell, 10 years. So they are a pricey boot to buy, but you've got to look at it as they're not, you know, it's not just a boot, it's an investment. An investment not only in the boot, but it's also an investment in your feet, because these are comfortable to work in. I mean, a lot of times, you know, once you get past that break-in stage, you know, once you get past that little bit, which can be, you know, a little bit uncomfortable, I'm not going to lie. Once you get past that and you break them in, they are just lovely. They're just lovely pair of boots to wear. They really are. And yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with them, to be honest. I really don't. So, as I say, this is more of well, it's also going to help the boot, isn't it, by giving them a clean, it waterproofs them back up again, softens the leather up again, so it makes them a bit, you know, a little bit more supple. It's a word, isn't it? Supple. So I'm literally just going to leave this one for today. I think it's had a good coat of wax on it today. I'm going to leave that one today, and then we'll put another coat on it tomorrow, or maybe a little bit more on this afternoon. I think you might do one this afternoon a little bit. Just let that soak in a bit. But already, I mean, the difference is night and day, isn't it, really? It really is night and day, so yeah. Definitely recommend, if you've got a pair of leather boots, is definitely put a bit of wax on them, because it can only help you. So yeah. Well, that's soaking, and we will put a bit more on a bit later on. Let's say you can already see the difference it's making. Okay, so that is the boots waxed. I've put about 5 coats of wax on there. I did a couple yesterday, left them for a few hours, let it soak in, did another couple last night, left it. Did another one this morning and just left it again. That's how much we've used. But yeah, I think they've come out. All right. Would say that what I would do is really, any creases that's in the boot is just make sure that you really work it into them creases to get it in there. But overall, I'm really happy with that, how that's turned out. We're not after a polished boot or anything like that. We're just after something that's going to protect it a bit. They're not going to stay clean very long, or let's face it, they're going to be ditched again as soon as they go out. So, but yeah, really happy how they've turned out. Absolutely love these boots, really do. Really happy with them. As I said before, they were factory defects, if you like. Little piece of rubber missing there on that one, and then there's really just a few minor, real minor imperfections. Nothing that's gonna really bother you. I say once you get through that break-in period, I've heard a few people say, well, what you should do is buy a smaller size. Well, buying a smaller size is entirely down to you, whether you want to do that. I mean, to me, these are my size, and breaking them in, I always find breaking in shoes, boots, whatever, is quite an uncomfortable experience. But once you get past that initial break-in period, they are really nice. And if you do find that they are flopping around in your feet are flopping around in there a little bit, then just get some insoles. Just throw some insoles in there and it'll tighten it back up again, and you're good to go. And yeah, so that's the winter service for these Redback boots. You know, it's not all about servicing lawnmowers and trimmers, is it? Service your footwear. Happy days.